The End was a Canadian band from the 2000s. In my opinion, they were more creative than others in the genre, but split up after this third album, another group that I think deserves more attention. The name of the band is The End, and the name of the song is Dangerous. Let's go. All right. Beep. Oh, I wasn't expecting this, but this is badass how they're starting this. Giving me little Slipknot vibes. Great riff. Can you hear that mid-chimey metal sound in the bass? Such an important part to this riff, or the sound behind it. Maybe there's Morse code in this right here. This is badass. God, what a great tone of that guitar, but listen to where the bass, with that metallic nose, and the sound to bump it like 3K. Hey, Lisa. guys are badass. I'm hearing a little Sam Kinnison's voice in there. I don't know why. For some reason, where it says, I am dangerous. These guys, with their syncopated, works over the eighth notes, once again, it's just for me, when I get to a certain point where I'm hearing, syncopation or unique rhythm patterns, where emphasis on, offbeat kind of things that your body would naturally, your head would naturally land on the 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One of the things that I've become fond of, for the lack of better words, is how these bands shape their guitar tones. And there's times where you think, in my mind, I'm thinking, if it's going to be chuggy, everything's got to be on 11, saturation, overdrive, and everything. Then you realize what's happening is these guys are using very tailored, unique overdrive sounds mixed with saturation. And I know there's like an EQ. There's a very strict EQ, I think, in the djent or chug parts of guitar players where they really just scoop off, a nice little butt, from about 500 down. And then really from maybe like about 8K up, there's a nice, shelf that just knocks off on there. So there's a method to the madness. This one had probably the least amount of the heavier saturated vibe, excuse me, but the most impact as far as the chugginess and arrangement. There was a little bit of Meshuggah in there as well. So, but this was a great choice. And this one, actually, I just put it on my playlist because I want to listen to it again. There's a couple things that I heard in there that I want to kind of lean back into. So, yes.